The major problem of Ghana is a question of the quality of political leadership that we have. I thought that the best way to deal with it was to start some movement of thinkers that would ensure that we research the problem and somehow manage to convince our leaders that there are better ways of dealing with the problem. My name is Cudjoe. I'm Ghanaian. I run a think tank in Ghana called Imani Centre for Policy and Education. We are currently at my university. This was the place I wrote the essay for the Gallen Symposium in 2001. When I learned that I've been selected and invited to the Gallen Symposium, it was a joyous moment for me. It sounded to me as if my world of opportunities had just opened. It was the first time I was going to travel out of the country. Actually, the first time I was going to sit in an aeroplane. The impact St. Gallen had on starting Imani was quite frankly enormous. From the conversations I had with my good friend Lepko, we found out that there were better ideas to run countries, to make countries more effective. Hi, good morning everyone. Good morning. Imani is a think tank based in Ghana. We've been ranked severally in the top 5 most influential think tanks in Africa and the most influential think tank in Ghana since 2012. Imani typically researches on trade, taxes, healthcare, education, and technology. Imani was established in 2004, and there was a need for a think tank like that because the established think tanks on the continent at the time had a one-way track of dealing with issues. We essentially speak to a small group of elites and then cater to them, and then nothing was changing. Well, our strategy to get our messages out are twofold. First of all, we ensure that the messaging is quite clear. The second part is the vehicle to convey this message, which is the media. The media has been our most important ally because they are the ones who carry our messages across.
Imani is unique. If you are not careful who you speak to, you are going to always be pushed between one political party or the other. So Imani provides a very refreshing, independent, alternative voice. We don't always agree with some of the positions they take, but we think that they make it easier for us to do good quality work quicker.
The biggest success of Imani has to do with a project we started and called Manifesto. It's essentially a framework that we developed at Imani in order to gauge the viability or profitability or the feasibility of campaign promises made by politicians. Imani's Manifesto changed the course of political campaigns in the country forever, where the impact was enormous in 2016 when we forced politicians to back their promises with numbers. For me, it's humbling enough when I hear my finance minister, Franklin, let's meet and chat about the budget. When I get a message from the vice president, let's meet Franklin, let's talk about some of the policies I've introduced, right? That is being called to the table, and that's what matters. If you're not called to the table of decision makers, I don't think you have the influence yet. My hope for Ghana is a country that would not ever need aid ever again. I like to see women in leadership in this country. I like to see a woman president. I have more women at my think tank than men because women are smarter. And I hope that I can live in a country where my kids will be free to do anything they want.